Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of SportsPoint, brought to you by Pointer Studios. I am your host, Jacob Spoerl. Joined here to my left,
I'm definitely Alex Proctor.
yeah, Liam Statz, and special guests, Grace Mischalske and Ashley Kopp. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
We're good. Specifically, guests from the UWSP women's volleyball team. Are you guys excited? Yeah, I need
So
that.
good.
Woo! Yeah, we're really excited to have you guys on. Thank you guys for coming on the show. We're going to get rolling, I guess, right away into the crowning champion segment. Basically, this is where we just say, like, in the sports world, who's our, I guess, champion of the
Who
week.
stood out to you in the sports world this past week?
So I'll
Team
start
or
us off. The New England Patriots.
Looking right at Mateo.
Right at
That's
Mateo
crazy.
sitting in the background.
That is
Did he just flip us off?
I don't think so.
No, I
Yeah,
think
Mateo, you wouldn't do that, right?
I think he did.
You wouldn't do that,
in
Mateo.
the darkness. I can't tell from the outline.
You wouldn't do that.
Of the lights. But I've selected the New England Patriots because they defeated the Chicago Bears this weekend, 19-3. The Bears. What happened, Mateo?
What happened?
It's funny. We'll get into it later, but you did end up making a bet with me last week. That might end up not going in your favor, but we'll talk about that later in the NFL section. Liam, you're up next.
I picked Leo Chenal, Badgers legend, by the way, blocking the game-winning field goal and letting the Chiefs improve to 9-0. As much as I hate the Chiefs, I watched that guy for 3 years. So Leo Chenal, you're my pick of the week.
Do you guys have any thoughts on the Chiefs and if you don't like them or not? Or
So we're Swifties.
Yep. 100% 50s.
I think that answers your question, buddy. I don't know about you.
all
I
right,
think
so
that
you might like the Chiefs. Do you guys think they deserve to be 9-0 this year? Or? No.
Thank you.
So they're
Thank you.
honest
Wow.
Swifties. Okay. Do you guys have any crowning champions that you guys would like to highlight this week?
Yeah. I'm going to go the volleyball route. The Badgers just beat Penn State.
Swept them.
Yeah, swept them. They played this past Saturday, and Penn State was ranked number 3.
Wow.
So that was a good
Was
win.
Wisconsin ranked?
Yeah, they're 7.
Yeah, we haven't been not ranked this entire season.
I'm asking. I need to
So
know.
that's-
This guy does no ball.
That's a really big
No.
win for them. But
That's awesome. And then, Ashley, do you
Sure.
have, unless you had anything else you wanted to say? No? Okay.
I'll bring it back to the NFL. Go Detroit Lions.
Oh, come on.
You gotta admit though, Jared Goff throws 5 interceptions and they still keep comeback lead. Like,
Honestly,
Liam, she might be coming for a job, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I'm gonna highlight something here, and this is actually
That
something
game annoyed
Brody
me
Kupski
so
said.
much.
Is that he did pick the Lions to win last week in the Primetime Picks, and he did win by a combined 3 inches. You talked about this. Is that
52-yard field goal?
Both field goals by this skin, by that much.
but the Texans field goal kicker, that he really choked at the end of that game.
Yeah, he did.
That
Wow.
was a bad field goal attempt.
Dang. Okay, well, yeah, that's unfortunate that the Lions did win, but they deserve to be a crowning champion, I guess. So that'll move us right on to the next section, the 3-point try campus roundup, sponsored by Point Brewery and the new flavor of the month, Point Premium Orange Cream. So I'm going to pass them out so everyone can try it. The orange cream flavor is made with 100% real sugar. Point Premium Orange Cream is handcrafted in small batches.
Gotta get the branding in.
Yes, with the purest water, fresh orange, all natural vanilla, and genuine Wisconsin honey. This dreamy blend creates a classic, rich, creamy taste. True gourmet at its finest. I'm gonna try it.
yeah, okay.
Did you notice what they were doing?
Yeah. Are you guys in any marketing classes?
Sports marketing.
Was Mateo in that class?
Yeah.
Oh. That's good.
I finally got the Brody one that I can't open it. Oh yeah, okay.
Do you want me to do it for you?
No, I got
I like
the.
this.
Ooh, that one was tight.
Yeah.
There we go. Gotta use the flannel.
Couldn't even let me use my fish bottle opener.
Sorry, you have a fish bottle? Oh, that's cool.
I live in Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's really
Pretty good.
What do you guys rate it?
Oh, we should do a rate. That's a great idea.
Out of 10.
Maybe we have to name that.
8 out of 10.
Name
Only because grape is at my heart and soul. It's the
grape.
only one that's a 10 out of 10 for me.
There was a disgusted look on their faces when you said that.
Grape is obviously the best flavor, and honestly, okay, what do you guys feel about kitty cocktail?
Oh, I
I
love
'em.
kitty cocktails.
Love 'em. Those are so good.
You guys,
good.
you guys missed out because this last month, was all kitty cocktail.
Brody Kupski's favorite flavor of all
We
time.
missed out on kitty cocktail.
Yeah, shout out Point Brewery. I just picked these up today. These are good. Not kitty cocktail, so I'm sorry,
They're
but
pretty good.
other flavors are coming. What? What?
What?
We'll get grapes in. Don't worry, Liam.
Yes.
right.
Thank you.
All right, Liam, what do you want to talk about first? I'll let you get the floor.
I mean, the nickname is Papa Hawks,
Oh,
so we got to
jeez.
talk about hockey. Don't ask me why I got the nickname. Second week of the hockey in the books. Friday against Bethel. It was a 5-2 victory for the first home game of the season. Adam Raysigel's second goal of his career. Beautiful one. Me and Brody actually were able to cover that game. Dawson Sereno, Sean Bunting, and Anderson Fletcher also with goals. And then Peyton Hart increased his point streak. He is one of the best pickups from the transfer portal we could have had.
Xavier McKinney of hockey. I told him that in person.
He did. Saturday against St. Mary's, a 7-4 victory for the weekend sweep of the MIAC. So Taco Bell both nights. Were you guys there? Were you guys in attendance for either of those games?
Yeah.
So you guys got tacos?
Yeah.
Yep, we were there for the Saturday.
Hell yeah.
I was doing the social media.
Were you actually?
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
Game of firsts for many. Ryan Hintz scores his first collegiate goal. It was the first goal of the game on the power play. Chris Engelbert also scored his first collegiate goal, and then he followed it up with his second one. 2 goals in one game. Appeared to sink the hat trick, but it was called back due to a missed goal call for St. Mary's.
you're leaving before the Bear segment?
I'll be back.
Oh, okay. Bye, Mateo.
Appeared so the hat trick must have had it called all the way back. Honestly, like, almost a game-deciding decision. I mean, like you go up and you possibly have a 3-goal lead. It gets called back, and then you're only up 1 goal going into the intermission. That's crazy. Nico Kamilevsky scores his first goal of the season. Blake Norris with his first collegiate goal. So 3-pointers that night had their first ever goals. And then Peyton Hart, another goal, this time on the power play, increases his goal streak.
Yeah.
Point was 3 for 5 on the power play. That is lethal.
Yeah, that's crazy. We also we did that game. Pointer Studios did that game, and there was a technical issue. The stream cut out, and did you see it?
Which one is mine?
This one is mine
How do you know?
because it's on my side.
But it was right this.
It's closer to me. Liam, lock in.
All right.
Anyways, continue with your segment. There was just a technical issue. With
Did you guys see that? We're gonna have we have to show you the photo.
I'm gonna put it.
Editor's note.
Editor's note. I'm putting it in right now.
But it is.
I'll show you.
Well, Aiden Moser, the first one there, and he was incensed. He was like, nobody. But it is.
I'll show you guys.
It's hilarious.
I'll show you guys after. Something happened with the power, so when we were putting the broadcast back on, we heard your audio. You were like calling the game, but the video wasn't working. So me and Will were working on the laptop, and his laptop had like a face cam. So like all you could see on the stream was just like us trying to figure it out, and we're like,
It's the face he made.
I didn't know.
It's perfect. It wouldn't have been funny if you didn't make that face, but it was beautiful.
Anyways, continue with your.
Back to hockey. They played tonight as a filming against in-state rival St. Norbert in 11 minutes. Actually, it's 7 o'clock. That's the greatest non-WIAC rivalry. What's that?
I'm watching it.
Right now?
Are you watching the pregame?
Yes, right now I'm watching it.
Score
nice.
updates
Tell me
from
when the
Brody
refs.
Kupski.
Yeah.
It's here right now.
Crazy. But yeah, the greatest non-WIAC rivalry is definitely St. Norbert hockey. Shout out Tim Coughlin, Pointer alumni.
Heck yeah.
For women's hockey, bounce back series for them against St. Catherine. They swept the Wildcats that Friday game. They finished 3-0, 3 goals to none. Wow. Doyle, second goal of her career. Maddie Anderley, first goal of the season. Molly Polkamp, first collegiate goal. And Emily Grieg, only 16 saves for the shutout. And that's abnormal because usually she finishes with like 40 save games.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she averages like 30 saves a game. It's pretty crazy. The Saturday game, 4-2. That was also a victory. Courtney Lysing with 2 goals, the senior and the captain. Alyssa Yakum, first goal of the season. Molly Millar, second goal of her entire career. And then Annie Beck with 21 saves. They also play on the road today against Concordia at 7 as of filming. So, Brody, score updates?
Still 0-0.
Yeah.
Is that the Wisconsin Concordia?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
toured
Concordia.
there. I toured there
Wisconsin.
for
You toured
football.
there?
Yeah, for football.
Oh yeah, for your very illustrious collegiate football
Shut
career.
up. All right, we're moving on. I will be covering UWSP women's volleyball.
Oh gee, Jacob, why would you be covering that one?
I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. So the team finishes the regular season at 19-10, including a 5-2 conference record and a crazy home record, 10-1.
Hate Oshkosh.
We were all at the game. We were at the okay. That was still one of the craziest comebacks. Like that was so awesome to watch, and obviously it sucks, but it was so cool, and everyone was there. And
Pumped. It was a crazy atmosphere.
people were shirtless. It was what? Yeah.
Were you shirtless?
I wasn't shirtless.
Were you shirtless?
I had a sweatshirt on. Anyway.
I'm not sure I believe you.
Anyway, is it true that, like, does Berg, or I should say Quant, does it give you a home court advantage, would you say, or is that kind of more of a myth?
Quant?
Either, or Berg, when you guys played against Oshkosh.
Yeah.
I think home court advantage
Yeah.
is definitely a thing.
Okay.
I feel like specifically with the quant, like we were just talking about, the crowd was crazy, like super into it, super. My favorite was the people with the purple and yellow overalls. I was
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
those were great.
The student section, they had to barricade it off.
Yeah.
They did, and just seeing them from like the other side when Oshkosh was closer to them, like they were like out there, like
They were trying to
yelling
get
at
under the
you.
skin.
Yeah, it's good when all the aggressiveness and hostility isn't against you, it's against the
It's a
other
lot
teams.
nicer.
It's a lot nicer, yeah. So, and before we get into the WIAC tournament, we'll take a step back. We got a couple of questions for you. Do you want me to start these off? Or?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so in middle school and high school, or even before, did you guys play any other sports besides volleyball? And specifically, when did you guys start playing volleyball, or when did you guys start being passionate about it?
You got it.
Okay. So ever since I was like in elementary school, I kind of was surrounded by sports a lot. My mom was a coach for track, and then my older siblings, they were all like in sports all the time. So that kind of got me interested in sports, and so growing up, I played volleyball, basketball, and then I also ran track and jumped in track.
3-sport athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So ever since 6th grade and on, and well, up until I graduated high school, I did those 3 sports. But kind of just when I started playing volleyball, it was just super special because my sister, she was a setter. I'm also a setter.
Oh.
So she kind of just got me interested into that position, and that was just really cool to see her and like how her process was learning to be a really good leader and
That's
a
awesome.
setter. So I kind of just wanted to take.
Are you the youngest sibling?
I am the youngest.
Oh.
I am the baby.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
I want to go back. That is a really good answer to a question.
That was really
that is a
good.
really
Like
good
that is
answer,
that
yeah.
this first guess of the year, first question, a great answer. All right, we got more questions, but obviously it's your turn.
Should have went first, I guess. Mine is kind of similar to Grace's. I started playing volleyball probably when I was 6 or 7, so it's definitely been around the longest.
Wow.
But my parents were also big into sports. My dad was a soccer, baseball player, and then my mom was volleyball, basketball. And they kind of threw me into every sport possible. I did tennis. I was a figure skater for a while.
Ooh.
Did you play hockey?
No.
Stop
That's
it, Liam.
I have to
Hockey's
ask.
not that big.
All
I'm not gonna
right.
ask them if they played football. Well, okay, that's a little more realistic, I guess.
But no hockey, only figure skating, and then soccer, basketball. But I stuck with softball, volleyball throughout high school.
This is more of a personal thing. Did you guys ever do taekwondo?
No, just tap
Say
dance.
it. Can't
I
say
still,
I've
you
done
never showed me proof.
So I
still
told
don't
him
believe
he
that
was.
it's real.
Maybe I gotta find a picture and put it on the video. I did taekwondo when I was in.
Be a black belt.
Yeah.
I did. I was a black belt.
dude.
Yes.
No proof, by the way. Has
I
not
was trying
produced
to find
a
a
single
picture.
thing. And you scrolled through your entire life story about
I
each
like
stage
doing
of
that. I like
football,
showing-
But he couldn't find a single picture of you in
We were also working.
taekwondo.
So we,
Seems like the black belt needs to be brought onto the show.
Yeah.
I'm going home this weekend.
What do you say to that, buddy?
Bring it on.
You know what? I'll bring it out. I'll put it right there. It's the black with the white stripe in the middle. So, enough about me.
This
Enough
guy,
about
this
taekwondo.
guy.
Do you wanna ask the next? one?
Yeah. Were you guys, for you, I mean, you kind of answered it, but so, like, you have always been a setter pretty much,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, because like the question was, have you always been a setter? And
Yeah.
you pretty much answered that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just did, but I think I started 4th grade, I want to say. And I just like ran from there. Like I had coaches that just trained me as a setter and it just stuck.
That's
Kind of
awesome.
like it's kind of like getting thrown into like you being goalie, and then all of a sudden that's just what you play.
That's
for
what you
the
do.
rest of your life,
What you do.
And then for Ashley, have you always been an outside hitter?
No.
Oh.
Really?
I was actually a setter when I was 12.
Hey.
And then I grew, and then they threw me into the middle. So I was a middle hitter pretty much halfway through high school. I switched to outside.
And then you realized you could absolutely launch the missile of that. That's the
It was
volleyball.
more so than I learned how to pass. So
Oh.
I could play all the way.
So I mean, you're the one that does it, but like there's such like a booming noise.
It always seems that the crowd goes silent whenever it happens.
Yes.
Like every single time.
Do you feel that like when you go up to do it? Like it's just like the.
I will say I felt it in Oshkosh the
Yeah.
most. When we were playing in the quad,
Oh.
I felt like everyone was so riled up, and then it would get so quiet, and then it would like everyone would explode.
Yeah.
Cheering. It was a crazy environment.
Yeah, awesome. So what made you guys pick Stevens Point or UWSP specifically? Was it the program, the culture, coaches, or all combination?
So I'm from Wausau, so it's only like 30 minutes away. I just kind of knew about Point kind of like my whole life because 2 of my siblings went here, my 2 oldest siblings.
Okay.
And so I kind of just knew about Point, and then I also was really interested in the interior architecture program because they're an accredited program. And I think there's only 2 accredited programs in Wisconsin, so that was a factor. And I also like to be close to home, so that was another factor.
Yeah.
And then again, my last game in high school, I was like, I'm not done with
That's awesome.
volleyball, so I kind of reached out, and it was a perfect fit for me.
Continued the legacy.
So,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said it was interior design, your major, right?
Yeah. Yes. interior design.
UWSP has a crazy amount of like really prestigious programs that you
Like
like
random.
don't realize. Like
Yeah.
apparently our computer science
Really?
program is one of the best in the entire nation.
Oh, wow.
And I had zero clue about that until like somebody was just like,
Well,
yeah, that's the whole reason I came
I
here."
was working on a video for my video production class when
Yeah.
you guys had a
Yes.
class,
Yep.
and you guys sort of taught. I don't know math. I don't know what it was. I was like, I'm editing a video of like a prop
Yeah.
skeleton, and you
Yeah.
guys are talking about all that.
think
But that
we
was
I think we were counting like occupation or occupancy loads for like
of
our-
oats,
No.
like the grain.
Nope. Occupancy loads. So like how many people can be in a space.
loads.
Oh,
Loads.
loads,
Yeah.
loads
it's
of occupancy.
the background stuff. It's not
Oh.
fun, but
The next time
That was funny.
next time they come on the show, they're actually got to teach us. All right.
Yeah, they teach us about architecture.
Yeah, and then Ashley, for you specifically, why did you choose Point?
For me, I really liked I love Coach Lindsay. She kind of made me feel wanted, and I feel like some of the other coaches I talked to were just kind of another recruit, which I really liked. And then my grandpa actually was in charge of all my recruiting stuff, so he reached out to Coach Lindsay before I ever did. So I think that subconsciously played a role.
That's cool.
But I don't know. And then the culture is great. I was kind of opposite of Grace. I was way ahead in the recruiting process, so I was the first person in our class to commit.
Oh, wow.
And Grace
I was one of the last.
How
she was
early
kinda
and how
last.
late?
I was the summer going into my senior year of high school.
Wow.
Wow,
That
right.
is early.
I was really kind of just over the recruiting process.
That's valid.
And COVID, I feel played a role in recruiting too. So it was I had a bunch of stuff scheduled, and then it got canceled because of COVID. So I was okay,
So that
Stevens Point.
So going into your senior year was fall 2020 then, right?
Fall 2020.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fall 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then
It's all a
how
blur.
I
Are
committed.
you the class of 2.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then
Okay, we all interrupted. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I was super late. I committed in March.
Oh, wow. I mean, that doesn't
March
sound
of 2021.
Yeah, I
So-
guess it's,
That's 4 months before.
yeah, that's
the
pretty
season.
actually that is
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
late.
that's
That's
So,
right.
or 4 or 5, but
it's a month before you graduate.
Wow.
yeah, right.
And here's a fun fact. Our coach told me and the girl who I roomed with our freshman year that she was only planning on recruiting 5 people
Yeah.
for our class.
Oh, you got a little inside knowledge.
We ended up with how many? 8,
Yeah,
I think?
8,
Or did we have
9?
more? Maybe 9?
8 or 9.
How many of those players are still in the program?
4.
Yeah, 4.
Slimmed down a little bit.
There you go. Yeah, I guess they did. All right, you want to ask your next question, Liam?
Oh yeah. What is it like playing in the WIAC, traveling, and then like competing against these teams that are pretty much always ranked?
It's very competitive.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We have like mutual respect for
For some teams.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. We can.
Come on.
You guys, on other shows, you may not be able to give that knowledge out, but on SportsPoint, you can give the knowledge of what teams do you not like or not really get along
Take a
with.
guess. What if we throw this on you and take a guess?
Slash gosh.
See, we actually
No, we
got
respect
some
that.
good
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting the feeling of Whitewater for some reason.
Yeah. Oh man. Is it just Whitewater?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, because
This is
Whitewater.
cool.
Okay, they're always like, oh, we're the best team in
They're
everything.
just always really good. Like props to them. They're really good.
Not this year.
Is it
Their
more their
football
like
team sucks.
attitude about it, or is it just the fact that they're always good?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Well, you guys beat them
Yeah.
at Whitewater,
We gotta
so
beat them again.
Well,
You-
they play tonight. We'll see who
Oh, yeah.
if Whitewater or Stout.
we'll get to that soon.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brody.
Got all the scores up. We got all the scores up.
Who actually? You know what? That brings up a fun question. Who do you rather face then on Thursday? Would you rather it be Stout or would you rather it be Whitewater?
Whitewater is it's always a good game when we play Whitewater. Granted, like when we beat them earlier this season, it was the first time we've ever beaten like Whitewater in our
Yeah.
career. So
Really?
That was crazy.
Yeah, it was the
That's
first time.
awesome.
Really?
Yep, that was exciting. But I don't
It's good to
know.
do your senior year.
If we played Stout, I'd be a little extra confident.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, both will be really
Like good competition.
Competitive, yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it just depends on
Yeah.
how we do tonight.
I don't know. Maybe you saw this question ahead of time. This is more of a fun question. Do you guys have a duo name? And if not, what would it be?
I don't think they haven't made one for us specifically.
Why not?
I don't know.
You gotta start one.
I guess.
Did you guys have
You
one?
gotta
You've
start
got
one.
to do it.
Yeah.
Oh
Give
gosh.
us some examples.
So like, okay, so for the Lions, like you said earlier, they have probably the best double like running backs and two running backs, and they're called Sonic and Knuckles
Yeah.
because Sonic. Have you heard of that?
No.
Yeah.
That's the first time ever hearing about
They're called Sonic and Knuckles, and then like another Batman and Robin. I don't know. I gotta look. I gotta look at more duos.
Someone has once referred to us as Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
Oh,
That's great.
that is
Yeah,
awesome.
That's great. That's gotta be
Oh
it.
my
I'm
gosh,
sorry.
okay.
Has to be it.
MJ and Scottie Pippen. That's so cool. Okay, well then.
That was was freshman year.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
That
Well,
was
it's
freshman year.
happening now.
Well then
That's- yeah.
but you guys remember it like
Yeah.
pretty quickly, so it stayed somewhere in the cranium. You guys remember that? Hold
the
on.
cranium.
Yeah, that's a
The
name.
cranium.
That's a name for a brain. Hold on.
The cranium, Jacob.
Stop. It's a name for it. I don't know. I put that in the script. I gotta remember
You
that.
wrote cranium in the script?
No, MJ and Scottie Pippen. Oh my
Do
gosh.
you guys have any other ones that you guys could think of?
I had an optional one that if you want to read it.
No. She means
No, like
duos.
like a duo.
Oh,
name?
duos.
Yeah.
Do we have a duo name? Me and Will were both wearing flannels today. I don't know if that has anything.
I don't know. The Sonic and Knuckles one is the only one that comes to my mind right now, just because of how good it is.
That's a
And
good-
we can't use it because somebody else has already used it.
Hold on,
but
I
it's
gotta
a
look
good
up
one.
duo nicknames.
Duo nicknames.
Yeah. How do you spell
He's
nicknames?
actually no, not that way. He spelled
Oh wow, I spelled
he's-
it really
he's-
bad. Hold on, we're not
He
gonna.
spelled it
Okay, okay, okay.
K-N-I-C-K.
There's-
What the hell?
What is this? Chuckles and giggles, dimples, wrinkles, loony, and toony biscuits. What am I
What the-
looking at?
Well, cartoon
Oh,
nicknames.
Mario and Luigi. Hey, you dressed up as Gru.
I did.
Gru and the Moon.
Yeah,
Doesn't even make any sense.
yep.
It doesn't even make any sense. We'll ponder it as the episode goes on. We'll ponder it. Yeah, the last optional question, if you want to read that. That was more if we had time. But we have time.
Isn't this Brody? You want to ask this one?
This is my question, actually.
Read it.
So what made you guys pick your numbers 27 and 4 since you've had it since your freshman year?
That's a good question. You can start.
So like I kind of said before, our class had 9 girls in it, and I was actually the last one to respond to the text of what numbers we wanted, and I ended up with 27, and then my freshman year was like a solid year, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a little superstitious this time. It's gonna stick around for a while, and I'm glad I kept it.
27. I mean, I was always 4 for volleyball, and then up until like my junior year in basketball too.
Oh,
So
I
just-
thought
it's just
she was
random
gonna
number.
say Brett Favre. I'm gonna be honest. I was
No,
excited.
no. But I mean, I think I don't know why.
He was feeling too much of it, man. He really wanted it.
Yeah, I really want it. That's okay.
But I don't know why I like chose it at a young age. I just thought it was a cool number.
It looks cool.
And like when I grew up, it's like I don't know, it's a cool number.
It's a cool number. That's the only reason we need.
Brett Favre.
Well, I think, at least for that question section, thank you guys for answering those questions. Obviously, congrats on making it as the second seed in the WIAC tournament bracket.
Thank
Yeah, number 1, Oshkosh. Boo.
Thumb down.
Boo.
Thumb down.
Playing the winner of number 5 Platteville and number 5 Eau Claire. Predictions. Who do you guys think is going to win?
We're cheering for Eau Claire.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, is it because...
Is it because?
It's
Yeah,
because
it still stings a little.
Yeah. Dumb pioneers. And then the Pointers will be playing the winner of number 6 Stout and number 3 Whitewater, as we've talked about. I think you guys made your voices heard on who you guys would rather.
Go Blue Devils.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then that'll be what? Oh, get some excitement. Yeah. Oh, jeez. And then that'll be played at Berg Gym, I think 7 p.m. this
Whiteout
Thursday.
game.
Whiteout. This will be the whiteout game for the WIAC semifinals. Are you guys excited? Ready?
We're pumped.
We gotta pack that. We gotta pack.
Pack the
gym,
house
yeah.
times
Back to
2.
house part 2, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we're super excited. I know you're doing it for 90. We're gonna try to do it, get a live stream of it, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. You guys are gonna run the table, right? No expectation. No, you don't have to have expectations. Either way, congrats on making it. That's super awesome. So, all right, and thank you. I think that'll do us all for the campus roundup. And that'll move us on to NFL updates. So don't have a lot. I was gonna talk about this
Have another
week.
rant this week.
No more rants. We're not going to have another rant section.
20 minutes.
Next week will be kind of big for the NFL because Packers and Bears are playing each other. Mateo already left. So
He did leave. We
But
can't make
yes,
fun of
the
him for it.
Packers coming off their bye week, heading into Bears week.
Somehow the Packers won their bye week. It's crazy.
They
It's
did.
crazy.
Yeah,
man.
they
It's
did
crazy.
because nobody got hurt and we didn't lose. So therefore we won. But speaking of the Bears, sorry Mateo who left. They're in
You're
shambles.
not sorry. Don't lie to
No,
him.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this.
Don't lie to him.
Yeah, the Bears are in shambles. Since the Commanders' Hail Mary, I think that broke them, honestly, because they haven't scored a touchdown.
Well, is it that, or did they start playing better teams?
Well, I don't know what it I mean, they, really got bad out of nowhere. Oh, my gosh.
I'll be back.
Speaking of the devil.
Speaking of the devil, come on
Wow.
out. Come on out.
It's the ghost
on.
of Justin Fields.
Oh no, this is Keenan Allen.
Oh, even worse.
That's all right. We'll fix it later.
I give a speech.
You have a speech?
You have a speech?
Oh, okay. This is unscripted. Okay.
December 16th, 2018. Do you know what happened that day?
The last time the Bears beat the
The
Packers.
last time the Bears beat the Packers.
Yeah. I was like,
It's
I was
6 years.
Hold on, you've
Don't worry about it, please. 6 years.
does that mean you think you'll win?
I don't care about our struggles. I don't care that the O-line sucked. I don't care that we need a new OC.
You guys have one. He got fired this morning.
Yeah.
Shane Walmer.
Caleb, please. Please. November 17th, 2024
It's not gonna happen.
will be
though.
the new day that we get to say.
So I don't know if you guys heard, but if the Packers win, he's wearing my Packer jersey all day Tuesday.
Yep.
In your class as well.
And Boeing is gonna have a time.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, please.
They're gonna
Please help me.
All right. Your time is gone. Thank you, Mateo.
That might be the greatest thing you ever
That was really funny.
Yeah.
That was
That was
unplanned.
very,
I didn't
very
think.
funny.
I didn't. But yeah, I'm still gonna say the stats, Mateo. They haven't scored a touchdown in 23 straight offensive drives. They've dropped their last
Pointers
3
could
games.
beat him right now.
And what was their response? They fired their offensive coordinator that everyone.
That was actually a good move.
Yeah, but it took him like a day.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's a good move. They did it. They didn't beat around the bush. They
Yeah.
got rid of the problem. So Who knows?
Yes, they fired Shane Waldron. They still have Matt Eberflus as their head coach. I don't think a lot of Bears fans are happy with that. And the toughest part of their schedule is coming up. They have to play the Packers twice, the Vikings twice, the Lions twice.
You
and
beat the 49ers.
And the 49ers and the Seahawks.
You beat the 49ers, and that's it.
Only one of those teams is above 500, Mateo. Are you ready to keep going through it as a Bears fan?
You beat the 49ers, and that is the only team that you beat.
Anyways, there's a lot of close games this weekend. You talked about the Chiefs losing on a blocked field goal. Sam,
Chiefs winning on the block.
yeah, that's what I meant. I wanted them to lose. Yeah,
Leo Chenal, yeah.
Sam Darnold for the Vikings threw 3 interceptions. Basically gave the game away to the Jaguars. They won after Trayvon Walker.
Everybody in the NFC North basically had a terrible game,
Yeah,
except
but 2 of them still
except
won.
for the Bears. Each of those teams still won. It's crazy. Almost as if there's a common denominator there or something. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of close games, but the Packers, I believe, are on the come up. We've played, I think, some of our worst football, and everyone's getting healthy. I mean, you guys.
Mateo had a really good point in the rant last week.
Yeah, he did. He had a couple of good things to say, but you guys said you were Packers fans, right?
100%.
Do you believe we're beating the Bears this weekend?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Do you think that we're going to the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Yeah. I think they have a pretty good chance.
Yes! Oh my gosh, I made a prediction to start the show that
Go
they were
Pack,
winning
go.
the Super Bowl. Heck, yeah.
Go Pack,
I
go.
don't want to get my cheese head, but we got to get through this. Yeah, I think we'll definitely win this weekend, but that'll move us on to the Primetime Picks segment. So we can set this up any specific way. Obviously, we got Grace and Ashley on, so you guys can.
Brody, who do you want to pick for you?
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, you can pick.
This one's kind of a toss-up for mine, at least this week. So, like, any of you guys can really pick. I don't really care.
You are sitting, Grace. You are sitting in Brody's spot if you want
I
to
can
pick for
pick
him.
for you.
All right. Well, so then who is going to pick? Do you want to pick for Alex then?
Sure.
Alex Proctor. He can't check in right now because he's playing hockey.
So-
So you're gonna have the
so-
Good.
One other thing.
pointers.
Norbert's on one other.
That's all right. It's early. All right. So we'll start it off then with Ashley. You get to pick the Thursday night football game. Obviously, you guys will be playing your volleyball game, so we're not going to pay attention to that. But it is the Washington Commanders at the Philadelphia Eagles. Who do you predict will win this game?
The Eagles.
It's a good pick. I mean, they're both good teams this year.
Yeah.
I think Nick Sirianni,
Come
the
on,
Eagles.
Jaden Daniels though.
Yeah. I mean, I'd pick either one.
All right.
Honestly, that's a good pick. So then, Grace, you get to pick for Brody. Bengals at Chargers for Sunday night football.
Toss up.
Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert, if you know Justin Herbert.
Didn't. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm going to do the Bengals.
That's a good pick.
See, Joe Burrow had 4 touchdowns and over 400 yards and still lost. So I don't know.
I should have asked, what made you pick the Eagles and what made you pick the Bengals?
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Oh no!
So you remember
They
the
got
chance?
it.
Okay.
Jason Kelsey, he doesn't play anymore, but he's the only Eagles player I could probably name right now.
Wow. Hey, knows ball.
Not even Jalen Hurts.
Knows ball. Hey, she name dropped
Well,
Jason
you know
Kelsey.
when like the Packers played them in Brazil, the commercial they made where Love Hurts, I did like that commercial.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I'm not cheering for him anymore.
And then, why do you pick the Bengals?
Not going to lie, Joe Burrow.
There you go. That's
That's all I'm going to say.
That's that.
Fair enough. There's nothing.
There's nothing we're going to question. Don't worry. And then for Monday Night Football, Liam, your pick, the battle of bad Texas teams. So both these teams, the Texans and the
Oh,
Cowboys.
you're just salty. They lost to the Lions. Calm down.
Dude, they sold
You're just
5
salty.
interceptions.
That doesn't
Ashley
mean they're
talked about
bad.
it.
5.
5. Goodness.
Well, let's see. I go with the Texans, who are still over 500 and have made every single one of the games close, or go with the Cowboys,
Who are terrible. They're like really.
who really I can't think of any positive thing to
They're
say
so
about
bad.
right.
We know who.
Yeah, so obviously I'm gonna go with the Texans. I mean, that's the only good. That's the only football team I can think of right now
Yeah.
that's in Texas. I don't know if there's any other ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I did forget to mention that you actually suffered your first loss in picks last week. The Dolphins.
'Cause the Rams sold, man. All right,
Not
that's all I'm
really.
gonna say.
No,
They
yeah.
sold. Matt Stafford, you were at a Super Bowl. You won a Super Bowl 4 years ago, man. What happened?
And then Brody advances to 5-0. Alex or Mateo picked for Alex, and you got it wrong. You picked the Bengals. But Grace also picked the Bengals. So
By 1 point, though, I will say by 1 point, that was as close a game as you could possibly get it. I hope you feel bad, Mateo.
Dang, man. All right, let's move on. Let's look at the script. Look at the script. Lock in.
All right, MLB update brought to you by the Brewers guru, Brody Kopsky. MLB awards season, the team gold gloves were announced. The Brewers did win it for the NL. Totally deserved. The defense, nuts. Blue Jays win it in the AL. So Brody's very happy about both winners of this award because the Blue Jays are his second favorite team.
They didn't make the World Series, though.
MLB, favorite teams. We forgot to ask.
Brewers.
Brewers?
I'll just say Brewers too.
Do you not care?
I don't really watch it.
That's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. Good pick. Good pick.
It's all right.
Platinum Glove announced. Bryce Trang wins it in the NL. Well deserved. B. Rice, fantastic. This is his National League second baseman. First National League second baseman, really? Really? That's crazy.
He realized what he
Yeah, I was realizing what he wrote. I can't. Okay. All right. Cal Raleigh wins it in the AL. He did this while also hitting 34 home runs and batting 220.
It's insane.
That's pretty good. Silver Slugger was announced tonight as we film. Willie Damas, Jackson Churio, and Contreras were up for nomination, and Contreras did win it in the NL for catchers. Damas and Churio didn't win it, sadly, but the fact that Churio was nominated as a rookie is pretty cool. We'll see who wins while filming the show. Finalists for major awards, MVP, Cy Young, all that stuff, Rookie of the Year. Pat Murphy announced a finalist for Manager of the Year in the National League. Should win. If he doesn't, it's rigged.
Yeah.
Jackson Churio announced as a finalist for Rookie of the Year in the National League. Aaron Boone returning for the Yankees in 2025.
They're not going to win it. They're not going to win it. They're not going to win anything. The Dodgers are going to win it all. You can't.
After making the World Series this past season, the Yankees did resign him. An 8th season with the Yankees. Will the Yankees win it all with Boone? Is that what you were looking at?
I didn't even read that part. I just
So we know his thoughts on it. What about you guys?
About the Yankees?
Yeah, do they win the World Series?
No.
Flip a coin. Flip a coin.
Probably
mentally.
no.
Okay, all right.
She kept looking up and she was like, that's all right.
And then off-season moves coming up sometime soon. We'll keep you all updated. That's from the Brewers Guru.
There you go. Now, Grace and Ashley, we would love to give you guys the prestigious, do you say prestigious or prestigious?
Prestigious.
We'd love to give you the honor of reading off the next segment, the NBA update. Would you guys be willing to do that?
We're in.
We're in? Okay, let's hear it.
All right,
Got it.
NBA update. 3 weeks into the season, what has happened? Cleveland and Boston still ahead in the East. Cavs start 12-0.
Oh my gosh.
Thunder, Warriors, and Suns ahead in the West. Thunder are 9-2. Warriors and Suns are both tied at 8-2.
Boo.
Still boo? Yeah.
Well, the Warriors, the Suns, that's pretty cool.
We beat him in the finals, so. You know.
Okay. Bucks are still struggling. 2-8 on the season. What is going wrong for them?
Everything. We suck. I'm calling it. We're not good. You can't convince me. We've seen the last
Hey,
of Giannis
in
and
2001, we did the same thing, all right? And then we made it all the way. We had one game away from winning it all, so.
So you've got
Still
faith.
hope.
Yeah,
There's still hope. Still hope.
That's me with the Packers. I've said this before. I don't believe the Bucks are winning it soon. I'm sorry, that's cynical.
Get a load of this guy.
That's
Get a load of-
cynical.
get a load
But
of
all
this
the
guy.
positive energy goes into the
So
Packers.
pessimistic all the
No,
time about
says
the Bucks.
you. Are you kidding me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Literally every other sports take.
So Giannis and Dom still on top of their game. So how do you think the Bucks are struggling so bad though? With they have Giannis. He's
And Dame Lillard.
he's unstoppable.
I honestly think it's Doc Rivers. I don't think.
Is that why in big bold letters?
Yeah, I didn't
Doc
write this
Rivers?
part. I literally just put in bold, fire Doc Rivers. I just don't think he's got way more losses and then wins as the Bucks head coach. I talked about it last week. Didn't love when we fired Adrian Griffin last season. I don't got a lot else to say. Fire Doc Rivers. He's the problem. And if we do fire him,
I do have a question. Mateo, do you agree with Doc Rivers is the problem?
I agree. Lack of depth. Not great other things. Defense. It's Doc Rivers, man. Just fire him. Just fire him.
yeah. Moral of the story: fire Doc Rivers.
There you go. There you go.
Dallas is 5-5. Chicago is 4-7. And season tournament starts today. lots of games going on.
Yeah,
That's about
this
it.
is true.
Your turn.
All right, moving on to college basketball. They also started this week. The Badgers won against the Appalachian State. And then John Tonji and Stephen Crowell, both with 17 points each. Seems to be some hope for the Badgers. A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Auburn's plane had to be grounded due to in-flight scuffle amongst players.
What? Wait, really? Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on. We're both doing research.
Yo.
Okay.
Auburn plane scuffle.
Plane. Oh yeah, and then they came like on the court. Like I remember seeing this.
Yeah.
It's literally on the court. The guy who like got in the scuffle was just wide open for threes, and nobody would pass to him. And then the guy he got into a scuffle with hit 5 threes in a row, and
That
he was
teammate,
at one point
not
he
a
was
glue
just,
guy.
Like, knees, like he was just on his knees looking down. It was so bad.
Dang. Dang.
But yeah, upset number 4, University of Houston on Saturday after the fact.
Nice. Do you guys keep track of like March Madness or when any of that happens?
I love to make a bracket.
Who did you guys predict to win last year?
If it was anybody but UConn.
I did predict
I
UConn.
picked Kentucky, and I think I was upset very early on.
Yeah,
Pretty early.
Yeah,
That's
talking
okay.
about pretty early.
I mean, there's so many teams. Like
Shout
it's-
out Oakland coming out of nowhere.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It was the guy who's literally now an accountant for a firm, and he just went nuts and he hit 8 threes in a row.
Wow.
Very early, but do you guys have a pick for who's gonna win it this year?
Marquette.
Hey. So okay, wait. All right, this is another thing. This is just a
I can
personal
ask the question.
of the Marquette, Wisconsin thing.
Yeah.
Yes. So do you guys? So you said you were gonna pick Marquette. Does that mean you hate the Badgers or dislike the Badgers?
No, I just like Marquette more.
So if Marquette
valid.
got eliminated, would you root for the Badgers?
No.
Oh, I'm the. Do you have thoughts?
I've always been a Badger fan, so I
Okay.
I'd pick the Badgers. over
Okay.
Marquette.
But if the Badgers got eliminated,
Yes.
would you root for Marquette?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I'm on Grace's boat because they're both like. I'm not like super big into
Yeah.
either. Now it kind of makes more sense because I feel like you're closer to Milwaukee area, and
My mom went to
You're-
Marquette. Yep.
Close-ish. Not really. I'm in the middle.
do you say Wausau? Or,
Wassa?
earlier you said I
What
didn't.
did you say?
I didn't want to interrupt because she said it Wassa,
Wassa, yeah.
not Wausau. I say it like it's a seesaw.
Wassa.
I used the wrong motion. That was like
do
a
I
hand
say it?
saw.
Do I say it funny? Wassa?
No. Do you say? Hold on. Do you say milk or milk?
Milk.
You say it normally.
Yeah.
Milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're laughing up over here because you were asking weird questions, bro.
No, but like it's a Midwestern thing. So,
Wassa.
all right, hold on. Side lore. I lived in Florida for 10 years.
Oh wow.
Yes. So I was born here, but I didn't like.
Hey, did they teach you how to run away from alligators?
I did run away from a snake when I was a kid. That's not a joke. Yeah. I don't miss the snakes. We need to.
Bro
move
almost
on.
got eaten by a snake. Crazy Jacob.
Okay. Anyway, we got really
All right.
off topic.
I didn't really have much for the NHL update. So, Jets still good. They've still only lost 1 game. That's nuts. And it was to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Speaking of the Maple Leafs, where are they? Eastern Conference. Second in the division behind the Panthers. The Sabres climbing up. They're only
Yes.
1 game behind
Sab-
500. Now he's a Sabres fan.
Well, I am a Sabres fan, but we had to pick. I had to have a deal where I had to
Which-
pick an NHL hockey
Actually,
team.
no, you guys are on the show.
Oh,
Yeah, no, you guys are
good
on the show.
idea.
Do you have favorite NHL teams?
So now you guys have to pick.
Yeah, no, you guys have to pick.
Red Wings?
Solid.
Yeah, they're
Solid.
I
I
would
think that's the only team I can name.
Don't say it.
probably the
Don't say it.
the what?
Yeah.
No. No.
All right, solid picks. The Wild are actually doing pretty okay this year. Philip Gustafsson just had a goalie goal the other day for them, so that's crazy. They're second in the Central at 10-2. He's their starting goaltender. They're Alex Proctor, but worse. Alex Proctor.
It's all right,
Joke.
Grace. I didn't know either.
The Red Wings are tied for last right now in the Atlantic with the
Okay.
Canadians. And then Hurricanes doing well. Hate them. They suck. They did just beat the Golden Knights 5-2 the other
Yeah.
day. So.
Golden Knights suck.
My favorite team is the Vegas Golden Knights. So.
Yeah.
And that's all I've got. Badger hockey did get swept by Minnesota. So,
Oh, they did lose the second game?
yeah, they lost in overtime.
Oh,
Another blown
come
call.
on.
So if the refs don't suck, we're probably like one game under 500 right now.
So you're blaming the refs?
Yes, because it's not a oh man, my team lost. The refs are obviously the problem. It's you can very specifically tell what changes the outcome of a game, and most of the time it is a ref that makes a bad call.
Wow.
That's all I gotta say.
Well said. Well, I think that'll do us all for this episode of SportsPoint. Once again, Grace and Ashley, thank you guys for coming on the show. We'd love to have you guys again. I hope you guys had some fun at least.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Okay, good. And then it went well. And then thank you, everyone, helping out back here. Brody, Liam, Lyric, Elise, Will in the Fishbowl, everybody.
You said Brody, Liam, Lyric.
Oh, gosh, Mateo. There's a lot of names.
All
I gotta
right,
remember
guess
a
I'm
lot
back
of,
there.
Yes.
Thanks for having me. All right.
From all of us at SportsPoint, we'll see you next time.